A used truck can look perfect on the outside and still be hiding a repair bill that could destroy your budget. If you're shopping for a 2022-2026 pickup, there's one warning sign most buyers completely overlook. It isn't mileage. It isn't paint. And it isn't even the engine. It's the truck's electronic and calibration history, because modern pickups aren't just mechanical machines anymore. They're computer networks on four wheels, and one seemingly minor repair can tell you that the truck has already been through something much more serious than the seller wants you to believe. Here's the problem. You see a clean 2023 pickup sitting on a dealer lot, freshly detailed, new tires, perfect paint, the dashboard looks normal, the engine starts instantly. The seller says, runs great, no issues. So you take it for a test drive. Everything feels fine. You think you found a good deal. But there's one question you should ask before you even think about signing anything. Has this truck ever required electronic calibration or module replacement after an accident? Because that's where the story can change. You're not just buying an engine, transmission, frame, and four wheels anymore. You're buying cameras, radar sensors, control modules, wiring networks, electronic steering systems, driver assistance hardware, infotainment systems, and dozens of computers that have to communicate correctly. A small accident can affect some of these components even when the damage doesn't look dramatic. Imagine a 2022 pickup with a relatively minor front-end collision. The bumper gets replaced, the grille gets replaced, the truck looks good again. But behind that bumper could be radar equipment. Behind the windshield could be cameras. Under the hood could be wiring and electronic modules. And after the physical repair, some systems may need proper calibration or programming. If that process wasn't done correctly, the truck might appear perfectly normal during a 5-minute test drive. That's what makes this warning sign so important. A clean-looking repair doesn't automatically mean a properly repaired truck. And here's where buyers often make the mistake. They ask, how many miles does it have? Good question, but they're asking the wrong question first. The better question is, what happened to this truck before it came up for sale? Because 45,000 miles on a carefully maintained truck can be far less concerning than 25,000 miles on a vehicle that has already suffered significant collision damage. Mileage tells you how much the truck has traveled. It doesn't tell you what the truck has survived, and modern trucks make this even more complicated. Take a hypothetical 2024 pickup. It has 30,000 miles. The body looks excellent, but the vehicle history shows a previous front-end accident. The repair was completed. And no warning lights are showing. The seller says everything was replaced. Would you automatically walk away? Not necessarily. But now you need to investigate. What parts were replaced? Were sensors involved? Were cameras involved? Were modules replaced? Was the vehicle properly calibrated afterward? Were there multiple repair events? Was the damage structural? Was the truck sitting for months before the repair? Those questions can tell you far more than the odometer. And there's another warning sign buyers often miss: repeated electronic faults. One isolated warning light doesn't automatically mean the truck is a disaster, but multiple electronic problems appearing across the vehicle's history deserve attention. Because modern vehicle systems are interconnected, a problem with one component can sometimes trigger warnings elsewhere. That's why you shouldn't simply clear the warning and move on. You need to understand why it happened. This is where the used truck buying game changes. The smartest buyers aren't just inspecting the truck. They're investigating its history, and there's a simple strategy you can use. I call it the electronic history test. Step 1. Get the vehicle identification number and review the available vehicle history. Look for accident records, insurance claims, auction history, title changes, and repeated repair events. Step 2. Don't stop at the words minor damage. Those descriptions can be incomplete. Look at the actual repair history when available. Step 3. Inspect the areas where modern trucks hide expensive technology. Front bumper, grille, windshield, mirrors, tailgate, suspension, wiring. Look for signs of replacement, mismatched components, unusual gaps, fresh fasteners, or repairs that don't match the age of the rest of the vehicle. Step 4. Get a professional pre-purchase inspection. And don't tell the inspector you only care about the engine. Tell them you're considering a modern truck with electronic driver assistance and computer-controlled systems. You want the vehicle evaluated as an entire system. Step 5. Ask the seller directly. Have any modules, cameras, radar sensors, or electronic components been replaced? Then watch the answer. Not because hesitation automatically means they're lying, but because a knowledgeable seller should be able to explain the truck's history clearly. And if the answers keep changing, that's information too. Here's the identity shift. The old way of buying a used truck was simple. Check the engine, check the transmission, check the frame, take it for a drive. Modern truck ownership requires another layer. Check the computers, check the repair history, check the sensors, check the calibration, check what happened before the truck reached the dealership. Because the most expensive problem might not make a noise. It might not leak. It might not smoke. It might not even trigger a warning light during your test drive. It could be hidden inside the truck's electronic history. And this is why buying a used 2020 to 2026 pickup requires a different mindset. You're not just buying what you can see. You're buying everything that happened to that vehicle before you arrived. The cleanest truck on the lot isn't automatically the safest purchase. The truck with the lowest mileage isn't automatically the smartest purchase. And the newest model isn't automatically the best value. Smart owners look deeper. They ask uncomfortable questions before they hand over the money. Because once that truck becomes yours, the repair bill becomes yours too. And there's one final question you should ask before buying any modern pickup. Who actually has the ability to diagnose and repair everything inside it? Because that's where the next hidden problem begins.